My name is Lisa Hammond, and I am starting this blog. I had a friend who challenged me to start a video blog. I actually challenged her 30 days ago to start a podcast, and we were going to do it together. I didn't end up following through because I just could not do the podcast. I kept thinking about what I would talk about, I kept thinking about how I would sound, all these things that just kept getting in the way. And I decided not to do it. So she said, how about doing a video this next 30 days? So I am starting that on these 30 days and we will see how it goes. My goal actually is to share my journey. And the reason I want to share my journey is because I have really struggled to be an entrepreneur. It has been many, many years where I have launched out on my own and then I would go back to work. And I'd launch out on my own and then I'd go back to work. And sometimes I didn't do terribly when I launched out, but the big problem I had was sales. I was a consultant for a while, and with consulting, when you're doing it on your own, if you don't know what you're doing, it's just basically feast or famine, because if you're selling, you're not working, and if you're working, you're not selling. So that was my path during that time. Now, what I also have done is in the last 5 years, I've formed a company with two co founders, and it is a software company. I'm not going to share what it is at this time because this isn't about the company, this is about the journey. As I go through this journey and you go with me through the journey, I will share what it is that our product is and the services that we offer, but I'm not doing that today. What I am going to do today is talk to you just about where I've been, where I want to go, and some of the things that I really want to have happen in not 30 days, but in this next year. And if I can keep this going for a year, that would be fantastic. I know that if I can keep it going for a year, that there will be significant changes in my life. My goal is to record every single day, let you know my progress, not only that day, but some thoughts that I have, and really get the behind the scenes process of somebody going through becoming an entrepreneur, particularly in as a older person. I'm 62 years old. I have had a full career. I worked in corporate America, universities for the past 30 some years, and I was in the Air Force. I have had a full life when it comes to careers. And honestly, I could live, comfortably, but not in the way that I want to live, not the full lifestyle that I want to. I could live comfortably, we could travel. My husband and I, we're doing fine, but we're not taking that step into real total security. If there was a catastrophic illness or something like that, it would be difficult. Honestly, it'd be difficult for us. But at this point, we're fine. I could live comfortably for the rest of my life without being an entrepreneur, but I could not feel good about myself if I didn't make this product that we have, the service that we have, this company we have succeed. And that's the journey that I'm going to share with you. And the other part of the journey is I've gained a lot of weight over the past 8 years. And in that time, that doesn't help my self esteem. I know that there's body positive and people feeling like they want to, feel good no matter what your body looks like. And I absolutely applaud that. But I know for myself, I don't have the same level of confidence I do when I feel like my body looks good, I feel healthy. About, what was it, 3 years ago, I fell and I really messed up my face because my arms were not strong enough to keep my body up. So I ended up hitting my face on the pavement, and that was pretty traumatic. I mean, it was weeks of recovery and black eyes and broken nose, and I need to get back into shape so that, you know, as I get older, you never know what's going to happen as you get older. I need to be strong. So I'm going to take you through that part of my journey too. My weight loss, my strengthening exercises, and building a business. That's at the age of 62. And, I think it's huge in a way, but it also isn't. If you think about these 20-year-olds who are building businesses, and by the time they're 30, by the time they're 25, they're making drastic changes and succeeding. Now, we may not have exactly the same amount of energy or the same mental quickness that we had back then, but I think the more that we're working and keeping our minds active and learning, then it doesn't take 40 years to build something. It takes 10, it takes 5. And I still have 5 great years. I have 10 great years, I think, and maybe 30 or 40, but probably not 40, maybe 30. But the key here is doing it, feeling good about what you're doing, passing it on so other people will learn from what I'm doing. And I hope I motivate some people. I hope I motivate some of you who are over 50, over 60 to say, if she can do it, I can do it. Because that's true. If I can do it, you can do it. I have stopped so many things in my life that I wish I'd followed through on. And, you know, it's time to start doing that. The big problem I think we have as older adults is that we've gotten into a habit of habiting our habit, meaning our habits are our addiction. And we have been doing what we've been doing for so long, it's hard to change what we're doing. And that is what I want to see myself do. And I hope that I can inspire some other people to do the same. So I'm on this journey. And, if you join me, that's great. If you don't, I hope you learn something, or I learn something, or at least just, putting it out there for me is a way of saying, I'm committed to this. I'm going to make it happen. And I'm going to be totally transparent as it does so that I'm holding myself accountable while I am maybe inspiring somebody else. It is now 10:40 p.m. It's the end of the day, and it is December 18th, 2021. So we are headed into the holiday season, and I plan on videoing every single day, including during the holidays. And I've got family coming over, but this is part of what I need to do, part of my journey, and I really hope that I succeed with this. It's important, and I'm going to share what I do to really make our business thrive. We've been, kind of hobbling along and growing a little bit over the past 5 years, but we haven't exploded. And that's what I want 2022 to be. I want that to be our explosion of, financially, in terms of the amount of value that we add, the things that we add, what we can do for our customers and clients, and really bring in a service that is so valuable that I really think what we have is great, and I want it to be out there so that other people can really experience what we have and can help them as they're building their companies. So that is what I am going to share for today. I've got so many thoughts going through my head right now, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on this first video because I don't want to have myself kind of go on and on and on without having the ability to bring something to you tomorrow. So so I talk forever today, and then tomorrow I'm like, I don't know what to say, but I'm sure there'll be something. It's Sunday, so I have a few things that I'm doing before I go to bed, and then I'm going to go to bed. I have meetings tomorrow, and I have I'm actually starting a few things. I'll talk about some of the books that I'm reading and things like that so that you actually get an understanding of what's motivating me, what's inspiring me, what I'm actually taking from the things that I'm learning. One thing I will share is that I have read Think and Grow Rich several times. Every time I read it, I learn something new. And I have been over the past probably 2, 3 months, I've been following the part where they say, write out what it is that you want and say that every morning and every night. And I've been doing that. I have it on my phone. My phone's right here, so I have it on my phone. And I will be sharing that eventually with you in terms of what I'm saying and how things are moving forward. So that's it for tonight, and I look forward to sharing more tomorrow.